No one shall stop me now, hero. No one. You don't exist. There are no villains here. Wait, there are no villains here. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Hunt2Haunted back at it again with another video. And today, I'm here to talk to you guys about Generation 8, the Galar region. Now, there have been some debates on whether it's a good game, bad game. I overall love Pokemon Sword and Shield with its expansion pass, lineup of starters, how it's basically Britain upside down, and all the absolutely amazing Pokemon new to the region. However, I've come to notice a couple of things. One, where's my dolphin Pokemon? Second, is that there was really no Elite Four, which is interesting choice. But since how the whole system in Galar was sort of a tournament-based format, I don't know why I said that, tournament-based format, I kind of looked this over. But there's no villains in Gen 8. Now you're probably sitting there thinking, oh Hunter, you're such a fucking idiot. Don't you know Team Yell? Rose? Let me explain what I mean. But before I continue, make sure you like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Let's have a nice, wonderful discussion. Now, in my opinion, which this is the whole point of the video, Opinion Town. I'm kind of gonna go over most of my opinions on some of the generations, but 8 was kind of recent, and I kind of wanted to make this its own video, so I'm just gonna get right into this. Really are no, evil teams, villains. Now, while there are antagonist and antagonist actions inside of Gen 8, did a car just fart outside? Are really no evil teams, really. So to speak, the main pointing fingers at is Rose, Chairman Rose, in fact. While he did face you with his Steel-type team, capture a legendary Pokemon, and, well, sent his Steel goons to go after you and try to, well, stop him from having an important meeting. However, that honestly doesn't seem villainous in my eyes, where he's trying to have a meeting with the champion and he doesn't want anyone to interfere. That's just security. And as far as, capturing a legendary Pokemon, that's just a bad decision. And really, as far as Rose goes, he's just making bad decisions. His whole thing is very similar to Lusamine. In fact, the only difference of Lusamine and Rosa, Lusamine cryo-stated some Pokemon. Well, Rose did the same with, Space Chicken, as a friend of mine once said. Now, when it came to capturing Eternatus, I mean, it was kind of a dark entity type of Pokemon, which you may think is also another reason it as a Pokemon could be a villain. I mean, that's no spacious for Mewtwo in that one movie. However, I see it more as a lost and confused Pokemon. Sure, it wreaked havoc and all that, but if you had a bad day, you're gonna punch a wall in the end. And Rose wanted to use its energy, which was wrong. Wouldn't say villainous, though. It knew that its energy could power Gigantamaxing, buildings, on all of Galar. Now, Eternatus, of course, didn't like this, but, wouldn't say that's really villainous. He more, used a type of, what's the word I want to use? He more along used a form of visionary sense to try to make Galar a better place. Lusamine wanted to do a similar thing, but she did it all wrong. In fact, she did quite a couple of villainous things. Disown her kids, fuse into a Pokemon herself, that was weird, and basically became vile, and even cryostase Pokemon that weren't beautiful enough. That's a little fucked up in my opinion. Also villainous. Rose didn't really do anything villainous. And if we want to point to Team Yell, they weren't really villainous either. They were really just cheering on Marnie. They were just annoying. Now, like I said with Eternatus, when he showed up at first a couple of years ago, wreaking havoc and such, I mean, who's to say Groudon and Kyogre don't do the same thing? Except, you know, they're showing a strength of power. And who better to challenge that power than with a battle? A Pokemon battle with a different Pokemon. Or a stronger opponent. Hence Zacian and Zamazenta. Now, while they did become the heroes of the, region and, save all people, Eternatus is a giant poison space dragon and doesn't really understand the law and ethics of, these tiny humans are in my way. I'm just going to go over and show a clash of power. And, well, that can kind of be seen as villainous. What if he's meaning to do so? The second time he's wreaking havoc, he's just trying to escape. I mean, that's just like a worried, hurt, confused, and anxiety-induced dragon which overloaded with power and uncontrollable rage and became one of the coolest boss fights in video game history, in my opinion. Now, the leader of Team Yell, who is a Dark-type gym leader, and while Dark is the evil type, necessarily in Japan, there are a lot of Dark types that really aren't evil. Umbreon's my favorite example. Really, it's just a nocturnal animal hunting. And as far as, the gym leader goes, Piers is just like an emo rock singer. He's not really evil. In fact, he helps you majorly throughout the story. He's just kind of doing a phase. So, yeah, Marnie is the little sister, and the person that Team Yell is constantly rooting for. She's not necessarily evil at all. Not even in the slightest. So who's that leave? I suppose Rosa's, assistant. But really, she just want to make sure that her boss isn't disturbed for things. She's just doing her job, really. Now, who else does that leave? Well, maybe your rival? Not Hop. No. Beatty? No, he's more of a douche canoe than evil. And besides, he learned his lesson and eventually became a gym leader and came to his senses. Now, who does that leave? Maybe that one other rival in the expansion pass? The psychic one or the poison type one, depending on who you get. But they were really just kind of being rude, if anything. And they just wanted to reach their goals and be the greatest. Didn't want to get anyone in their way. And while, again, their actions seem very antagonizing, or like an antagonist would do, again, really wouldn't seem as evil. Now, the closest thing I can pin an evil character in the Gen 8 games are Swordbert and Shieldbert. They meant to attack all of Galar and wreak havoc and destroy, but again, that's just pinning it back to Eternatus' logic. They're just showing a famous of power. And what was their whole scheme and plan? To show amongst power down their bloodline as the next royal line to be famous. And don't get me wrong, it's villainous and antagonizing, but one, they see the error of their ways, much like Rosa does, and notice that he was wrong. And two, famous people are always doing stupid shit. Just for clout. So, really, what's it point down to? No evil teams in Galar. No evil organization. No villains. Bad guys, even. Evildoers. Antagonist? Sure. Villains? You kind of slacked on that, Pokemon. Now, do I hate this decision? Not really. It's actually interesting. Kind of a new turn on things. Though I would like to kick the crap out of someone who is, deciding world domination and genocide amongst the entire planet. But don't worry, we have Gen 4 coming, so it'll be fine. Cyrus, I'm coming for you. That wraps up that. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. And if yours is different than mine, let me know in the comments below. Let's have a nice, calming discussion about it. And remember, opinions are opinions. So, I'll respect mine if you respect yours. Make sure you like, favorite, comment, subscribe. It always helps the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Until next time, my fellow Ghost Type Nation, stay ghastly. Bye.